All right, if you do business in the UAE, you need to listen up. A massive digital shift is coming, and it's called mandatory e-invoicing. Now, this isn't some small optional update. It's a fundamental change in how companies operate. So, what does this actually mean for you? And what do you need to get done, like right now? Let's dive in. This is the big question on every business owner's mind right now. Because the deadlines, well, they're already set, and they're not going to move. So over the next couple of minutes, we're going to give you everything you need to answer this question for your own company.
So where is all of this coming from? Well, it's all officially laid out in something called Ministerial Decision Number 244 of 2025. This is the new rulebook, the regulation that's kicking off this brand new electronic invoicing system. And don't worry, we've gone through all the legal jargon so you don't have to.
Okay, now for the most important part, the question you're probably asking, does this whole thing even apply to me? You might be surprised to hear that the answer is actually really simple, and it all boils down to just one number.
So let's just cut through all the complexity for a second. Whether your business has to jump on this e-invoicing train really just depends on one thing and one thing only.
And that number is 50 million dirhams. Yep, that's it. This is the threshold, the magic number that changes everything. How your company's annual revenue stacks up against this figure determines exactly what you need to do and when.
Now, just so we're all on the same page, the law is super specific about what revenue means. We're talking about the gross income your business earned during its most recent accounting period. So yeah, it's probably time to pull up those financial statements.
So here's the bottom line. The government is splitting all businesses into two main groups. If your revenue is 50 million dirhams or more, you're in phase 1. If your revenue is less than that, you're in phase 2. It's really that simple. So, what does that actually mean for your calendar?
All right, now that you know which group you're in, let's talk deadlines. And I mean it, you need to get these dates in your calendar because they're absolutely set in stone.
Okay, here's the rollout plan. It all kicks off on July 1st, 2026. That's when a pilot program starts, and any business can jump in voluntarily if they want to get ahead. But then, the real deadlines hit. January 1st, 2027, that is D-Day for the big guys, that first group with over 50 million in revenue. Exactly 6 months later, July 1st, 2027, it becomes mandatory for everybody else. And finally, government entities join the party on October 1st, 2027.
Okay, so you know your group, you've got your deadlines circled on the calendar, so what now? Let's get practical. What do you actually need to do to make sure you're compliant? Believe it or not, the law boils it all down to two main things you have to do. First, you have to appoint what's called an accredited service provider. And second, you have to make sure your systems meet all the technical requirements. That's pretty much it, a two-step plan to get your business ready.
But wait, hold on a second. Before you rush off and start Googling service providers, you need to know about a really important exception, because it could make a huge difference for a lot of you.
Here it is, pulled straight from the official decision. It basically says that business-to-consumer, or B2C transactions, are off the hook, for now. So, to put it simply, if your business only deals directly with regular customers, this is some pretty big news.
Now let's be crystal clear about this. The key word here, and I mean the most important word, is exclusively. This little grace period only applies if all of your business is with consumers, and the law says a consumer is just a regular person, not another business. But you got to pay attention to that last part, until such time. This means the exemption is temporary. It could go away with a future decision.
Whew! Okay, that was a lot of info, I know. So let's just boil this all down into a super simple action plan you can start using the second this is over. Ready? Here are the 5 things you need to do. 1. Calculate your revenue from your last accounting period. 2. Use that 50 million dirham number to figure out your group and your deadline. 3. And this is a big one. Double-check if you qualify for that temporary B2C exemption. And finally, if this whole thing applies to you, it's time to start researching those accredited service providers.
So, we end right back where we started. The roadmap is clear, the deadlines are set, the only question left is the one you have to answer for yourself and your company. Are you truly prepared for this digital shift? Because the clock is officially ticking.